From news and views, issues and opportunities, we'll have in-depth conversations with decision makers to find out what they know and what they think. I'm Rico Hizon, inviting you to this special Chinese New Year edition of The Exchange, because your business is our business. Kung Hei Fat Choi, Gong Hei Fat Choi, Kyong Hei Huat Sai. The year of the water rabbit symbolizes long life and prosperity in China. These qualities best describe Chinese businesses who set up shop in the country as they stand the test of time while blending different cultures. How are companies embracing innovation while mindful of keeping the basics of comfort and familiarity? The vision of Filipino-Chinese business success in our sweet vision. What lies ahead in the year of the water rabbit, and what should businesses keep in mind? Let's now have an exchange with Feng Shui expert Norman Cruz. Norman, great to have you with us. For those who are not familiar with Feng Shui, how does it work and what is its purpose?
Okay, sir. Sir, it's all about direction and location, doing the right things at the right time. So, sir, it's information, sir, that we follow every year. Sir, what sector to use and what sector not to use at that point in time.
So, in this year of the water rabbit, in terms of direction, which businesses have the biggest chance of success?
Sir, for this year, it's the South area and North area. Sir, North has the happiness star and South has the wealth star. So you can maximize, sir, both the North and South location and direction at both.
And is this a good year to start a business if you're from the North and the South star?
That's correct, sir. Actually, sir, we're transitioning from period 8 to period 9. So, sir, yes, it's really best, sir. But the timing, sir, with the official start of the water rabbit would start on February 4 onwards.
And which particular businesses will see a lot of success in the year of the water rabbit?
Sir, for this year, sir, the number of businesses is called the metal business. Sir, it's the banking sector, financial sector, high-tech gadgets, sir, engineering, sir, and construction are the metal businesses.
And which businesses should enterprising businessmen avoid who are looking for potential businesses to get into in 2023?
Sir Rico, the most challenging, sir, is the fire business. So, sir, that's food, sir, airline industry, sir, petrochemical, sir, very volatile, sir, and a lot of competition. Sir, that also includes the wood industry, agriculture, sir, poultry, piggery, sir, even, sir, schools and the medical field, sir. A lot of competition, sir, and challenges for this year.
All right. You talked about the lucky directions, which is the North and South star. What are the unlucky directions in the year of the water rabbit?
Sir, at all costs, sir, avoid Northwest. So, sir, at the North, sir, if you cannot be in the Northwest better, don't dig, don't knock, don't drill, sir, the Northwest, sir. Stay away, sir, from the Northwest, sir, as much as possible this year.
So, let's say if you're in the North and the South star, do you really have to fix your furniture, your tables, your chairs to be able to gain success this year?
No, sir. Sir, all you need, sir, is a simple compass, sir, or your phone compass. Sir, be in the North, be in the South, sir, or if you cannot do that, sir, in whatever sector, sir, just avoid Northwest. You can be facing, sir, or backing North and South.
And, you know, Norman, a lot of people are asking, if you do Feng Shui, will you always be successful?
Sir, even, sir, a perfect Feng Shui, sir, will only give you, sir, 33% of the time. Sir, the other 33%, sir, is your attitude, sir, your character, sir, and the other 33%, sir, is the blessing of God, sir, or that's called the heaven's luck.
And how important is it to consult a Feng Shui expert regarding directions, the lucky and unlucky directions for the year?
Sir, very important, sir, because, sir, it's awareness. So, sir, if we know that South and North, sir, is the best direction, sir, we tune in, sir, using a simple compass, sir, we face that direction, we back to that direction, sir, and, sir, the Earth's energy, sir, giving that good chi will align with us, and we get what we want.
And there are a lot of non-feng shui believers as well, Norman. What do you say to our kababayans who are non-believers of feng shui?
Sir, Feng Shui is just a guide, sir. Feng Shui is just a forecast, sir. So it will be up to you if you'll follow it or not. But the good thing is, sir, it's an advanced, sir, information that we can tune in. And who knows, sir, because we tuning into that direction and location, well, it will give us good luck.
All right, you told us about the lucky directions. What about the lucky color or colors in the year of the water rabbit and the lucky numbers?
Okay, sir. The lucky color, sir. The lucky color, sir, is yellow gold, and the lucky number, sir, is numbers 1 and number 4.
Yellow gold. I've spoken to other feng shui experts, and they told me it is blue for the year of the water rabbit. I mean, why is there sometimes a difference among feng shui experts when it comes to the lucky color?
Sir, the blue, sir, is a self element. And sir, the balancing element, sir, is earth, sir. That's why, sir, it becomes yellow. And gold, sir, is metal, and metal's the number 1 industry, sir, for 2023.
And I've also spoken to another feng shui expert, and he told me, okay, you have one number in common. That's number 1. But others believe it's 6 and 8. You believe the lucky number is 4 for this year. Why so?
Yes, sir, because, sir, the center number, sir, is 4. And, sir, 4 denotes wisdom, beauty, romance, sir, and noble people, sir. Is at the center, sir, of this 2023.
Thank you so much for your feng shui advice for the year of the water rabbit. Feng shui expert, Norman
Thank you
Cruz.
so much, sir. See you again.
And now here's a rundown of the week's top business stories. President Bongbong Marcos has introduced the proposed Maharlika Investment Fund to government and business leaders at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, amid opposition from a number of sectors here at home. The Social Security system has begun carrying out higher contribution rates from members from 13 to 14%. And the government temporarily cuts tariffs on electric vehicles and spare parts to 0% for 5 years, in line with an executive order to promote eco-friendly transportation. And straight ahead on the exchange, where your business is our business. From Hopia to Tikoy, this business in Binondo, Manila has been feeding Filipino and Chinese communities for decades. An exchange with Eng Bee Tin Chinese Deli next. While this company provides relief through consumer healthcare products, we speak to Katingko maker Greenstone Pharmaceutical right here on CNN Philippines. News you can trust. Glad you're staying with us right here on The Exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. A Chinese New Year celebration is not complete without hopia, tikoy, and mooncake. And this family business has thrived through the decades by offering these food items. Joining us now is Jeric Chua, Operations Manager of Eng Bee Tin Chinese Deli. Jeric, great to have you with us on The Exchange. Tell us, what is the significance of the tikoy and the hopia in Filipino and Chinese traditions and cultures?
Well, you know, at the start of Chinese New Year, it's the start of the year. So we want to start it with things that we would like to happen for the whole year. So hopia, tikoy, these products signify 3 things. First of all, is pagiging bilog, pagiging round.
Yeah.
So round means it signifies money and no corners, so no problems. Secondly,
the wealth continues to go around.
And then second is yung pagiging sweet. So you're sweet to family and friends the whole year round, and you have a sweeter life. Third is yung pagiging malagkit, no? Yung sticky. So the luck will stick to you, and of course it also signifies yung closer family ties ng Filipinos.
Wow, I like that. Round, sweet, and stickiness. And this what makes a business successful. But of course, Jeric, many establishments also offer tikoy, hopia, and mooncake. How do you keep your business sustainably strong and still the go-to place for these products?
Well, Eng Bee Tin is known for being innovative. So our motto is every time you come to our store, every time you go to Eng Bee Tin, there's always something new for you to try para nawawala yung sawa factor. And of course, we always want na it's always sulit for our customers. No? So it doesn't matter if maliit lang yung markups namin. Ang importante sa amin is we give the best possible products to our customers.
And how do you innovate? Do you add new flavors, new tastes? How do you innovate your products so it remains relevant into the fourth generation of Eng Bee Tin?
So, Eng Bee Tin, we're not only just innovating on yung mga flavors, not only just product lines, but of course, we also innovate yung mga packaging. So when you come to our stores, talaga makikita nyo na we have different packaging which is, kumbaga, pleasing to the eyes. Hindi lang yun, masarap, tsaka of the highest quality.
Let's go back to the roots of Eng Bee Tin. Why did your parents, forefathers get into the food business?
Well, Eng Bee Tin was started back in 1912. No? So we're currently 111 years na. Yung nag-start yung grandfather ko, pagpunta niya ng Manila, nag-work siya for another bakery. At that time, hindi pa kami, kumbaga, kahit walang sweldo, basta makalipat lang siya from China kasi it's hard there. They have a hard life there. So they wanted to look for greener pasture. So they came here, they worked for free until such a time na dahan-dahan nagkaroon ng sweldo, nakaipon, nakapagtayo ng sariling negosyo.
But we are really very proud of Eng Bee Tin because as they always say, the first generation starts the business, the second generation develops and grows the business, and the third, fourth generation onwards will sell the business. But you are continuing the business through and through.
Well, yes. Well, Eng Bee Tin kasi nagkaroon kami ng turning point. So during time ng hinandle ng grandfather ko, medyo hindi siya mahilig sa business. So yung time na ng father ko, he was the one who started innovations. So back then when you say hopya, during the 1980s, it was only hopya,
Yes.
hopya munggo, hopya baboy. That's it.
Only two products, two
Only
flavors.
two. And then when he came up with hopya ube, that was the time na feature siya sa hopya maker, nagkaroon ng hopya ube. Then from there, nag-start na kami. Now we have more than, I think, nasa 20 flavors na kami ng hopya.
Wow, 20.
Yeah, and 17 flavors for tikoy naman. So we really do innovations. It's not only flavors, we do product lines as well. We have, kumbaga, before, di ba, maraming mga medyo older generation gusto nilang kumain ng hopya. Pero natakot sila kasi matamis eh. So we also have a product for them, yung mga light series natin, sugar-free, para kahit sino pwedeng kumain. Then meron din tayo for mga mas bata, custard series naman. So we try to approach all the markets.
But Jeric, I'm also very curious, no, why you personally and your siblings decided to continue the business. And what kind of advice have your parents given you to basically sustain it going forward?
Well, kasi kami at a very young age, we were taught to help out in the business. So,
Did you not want to do other things?
Of course, nung bata ka, para sa amin, we started very young.
Yeah.
So, para naging playground namin yung tindahan. Nung bata kami, we were the one doing the cashiering. Kala pa nga ng mga customers, pinapa-double check sa ibang tao kung tama yung ginagawa namin. So, from there on, nagkaroon kami ng love and passion for the business. So, that's why we really wanted to grow and improve on the business a bit more. Diba?
But of course, Jeric, we've seen very challenging times over the past 3 years. The pandemic, and then you had the Ukraine-Russia war, soaring inflation, soaring prices of raw materials. How are you pivoting? How are you adjusting to all of these expensive materials? And are you passing it on to your consumers?
Yes. Sa Eng Bee Tin kasi, ang pinaka-ano namin talaga is, hindi na, ang ano namin is quality. So we would not compromise our quality. We will not use, kumbaga, more inferior ingredients or babawasan namin yung timbang or anything. We would just, kumbaga, kung hanggang saan namin kaya, and then mag-add on top lang kami ng konti, just to make sure na yung customers namin would get the best possible products that we get.
Of course, it is already a household name, no? Eng Bee Tin. How do you still promote your products? And how helpful is the digital platform in promoting your goods?
Sobrang laki, no? Especially social media. Social media has been a big help, not only to us, but of course to all businesses, especially during yung nangyari sa ating pandemic. Everybody was closed sa bahay. So there was no way for us to to reach out to our customers kasi wala yung foot traffic na pumupunta sa mga stores. So the only way for us to be able to reach them is through social media. So we do our postings there. We get feedback from our customers. We're able to market new products for them. Tapos because of this naman, we're able to send our products to their homes directly rin.
But during the pandemic, did you have to close down some stores, some kiosks because of the large overhead?
So naging priority namin nung time ng pandemic is yung livelihood din ng mga staff namin.
Okay.
So what we did was, although close to mga stores, we had a scheme wherein lahat sila magkakaroon pa rin ng pasok. May schedule pa rin. Although not complete, but dahan-dahan, gradually, nung nag-i-ease yung pandemic, we started opening it up. Kahit na hindi pa ganun kaganda yung demand, basta meron, kasi ang priority namin, kumbaga sa amin, ang family namin, inisip namin, kumbaga kahit wala tayong masyadong income for this time, we will be able to sustain kung gaano man katagal.
The welfare of your employees and their families are tantamount,
so,
di ba, to the success of Eng Bee Tin.
Tama. So, ang laking tulong nila sa amin eh. So, nung time na medyo okay na, we even opened up stores para naman makatulong palalo.
And how many kiosks and stores does Eng Bee Tin right now have nationwide?
Right now, Eng Bee Tin is around 46 stores ngayon. So, yeah. But it's more on Luzon area lang.
And with you being now at the leadership role in the fourth generation of Eng Bee Tin, what are the plans for your company in the year of the Water Rabbit, and do you consider this a good luck year for you?
Well, ang sa amin, ang ano namin sa family namin is every day is a good luck day. Importante lang is yung sipag at tiyaga. Basta meron kang thrive na nanalig ka sa Diyos, you do good deeds. Yun ang motto ng family namin eh. As long as you do good deeds, hopefully something good will come back to you.
Thank you so much for joining us on the exchange. Happy Lunar New Year to you, to Eng Bee Tin, and to your family.
Hei Fat Choi.
Hei Fat Choi. Jeric Chua from Eng Bee Tin. And still ahead on the exchange, where your business is our business. What advice can Filipino-Chinese business leaders share on finding success? We speak to Melissa Yung Yap of Katingko maker Greenstone Pharmaceutical. Next on CNN Philippines. News you can trust. Welcome back right here on The Exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. A number of Filipino-Chinese entrepreneurs have thrived through innovation. How can others follow suit? We get the C-suite vision of Melissa Yung Yap, CEO of Greenstone Pharmaceutical, the maker of Katingko products. Melissa, great to have you with us on The Exchange. You know, Katingko oil and ointments are now household names. What makes your product so popular?
I think it's supposed to work first and foremost because it's a medicine. So we really made sure that all of the ingredients from the time it was conceived by my dad, it really stayed true to the formula. Despite all the inflation and everything, we really stayed true to putting the best ingredients we can.
Okay. You did not cut back
No,
on any of the
definitely.
materials. True to form.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned about your father. Why did your family decide to get into the pharmaceutical business?
So my dad came up from a line of traditional Chinese medicine doctors in China. I think he's the fourth or fifth generation. I mean, it goes from way back. Even my lolo is a doctor. So they all have their favorite formula, and then my dad tweaked it to his liking. So it's this form.
And now you've been running the business for several years now.
Yes, almost 15 years.
Almost 15 years. And of course, I was talking to Jeric earlier from Eng Bee Tin, and I was asking him, you know, usually the first generation starts out the business, the second generation will grow it, and then the third generation, as they say, will sell off the business. Why did you decide to continue with the passion and the business of your father?
So I'm just second gen, so I'm
second gen.
super train my son. Because I really love it. Since I was a kid, every time I have like a stomach ache, I really grew up with it. I have a little bag with a baby katingko in it. I bring it everywhere with me. I always get like flatulence or my feet would hurt. So I really grew up with it. So it's something I love.
But of course, 15 years, you've experienced the peaks and valleys
Yes.
of business. And of course, it is not also a bed of roses. What hurdles and problems do you usually face on a day-to-day basis?
On a day-to-day, it's not that difficult anymore now. But in the beginning, I guess it was really, getting to know how to manage something that my parents, really stepping into their shoes. That was a challenge, and also growing it constantly and making sure that it's sustainable, that it's relevant.
And what kind of advice did your father share with you when he handed over the reins of the business to you 15 years ago? And until now, does he still give you advice?
From time to time, yeah. It's more about me asking him. He gives me full trust and confidence, so it's more like, I really love that. I have a wonderful relationship with my parents where I ask them for advice or at least get their blessings if I have a big plan for something. So, yeah.
And big plans indeed for Katingko. And what kind of new innovations have you introduced? I see here the Katingko products in a very nice wooden box. The great, packaging.
Oh, thank you. These are actually for you because you're from the Year of the Horse and you're an Aries.
The Year of the Horse, it will reveal how old I am. Of course, Aries is coming March and April.
Oh, we can subtract 12 years from here on out. We wouldn't know which batch.
So what innovations have you introduced since you're the second generation?
So I'm an artist. So I really love art and packaging. And of course, when we deal with medicines, it's kind of hard to keep on, because we have to work with FDA regulations. But of course, the outer packaging, we can, like this one. During the pandemic, my friend who makes these boxes had a hard time selling, because these are all made in the Philippines, and also had a lot of artist friends also had trouble exhibiting because of the lockdowns and things. So we decided to integrate and collaborate with both of them, hence the art boxes.
And what is the culture, basically, Melissa, within the Filipino-Chinese community? You mentioned about the pandemic. We're talking about the crisis that we're facing now over the past year of higher prices. How do you help each other during these tough times?
Oh, so it's really one of the pillars, that's the biggest pillar of our company, is to really create something for the community. So we're integrating a lot of local ingredients now into the new products we're coming out with. We have this ginger liniment that just came out because I always go to the Aita community and they have tons of ginger and they don't know where to sell, or they sell it to the lowlands and then people kind of discriminate them and tell them, oh, that's dirty because you did it, you produced that. So it's really something that really hit me hard, that if we have like a platform or like a company like this, and if we can buy their products directly and create something innovative, because it's it's approved as a medicinal herb, even with our DOH and stuff. So we turned it into a liniment, so you'll see it in stores soon. But it's actually out in our own retail stores now.
That's wonderful to know. And of course, earlier we spoke with a Feng Shui master. And do you believe in it? Does it play a role in how you do business? Feng Shui?
Honestly, not really. But there are some principles of Feng Shui that's pretty practical. I'm more about that. Not the deeper, the more complicated ones. The world's already too complicated for me. So I just pick out the ones that are...
Okay, what's good? Especially now, it's the year of the water rabbit. And what do you have in store for Katingko and for Greenstone Pharmaceutical in 2023? Are you expanding your product line? Are you introducing new products? What are you doing?
So all of the above. So for now, for Chinese New Year, we have the horoscope line for the packaging, and then I mentioned about the ginger products because we really want to integrate more Filipino produced ingredients, because we work with a lot of natural ingredients in our products, so might as well help the nearby communities like the Aitas and other communities, farming communities. And then we also have we're also expanding our retail outlets.
How many at the moment do you have?
Oh, we just started with 7 for Christmas. It was just my little experiment.
Would you ask permission from your parents?
I just shared it. Yeah.
You shared it with them.
Yeah, more like, oh, what if we do this? What do you guys think? More like that.
So 7, and what is your target by year's end?
Years end, maybe 30 to 50. Let's
Okay.
see, depending on the nice locations that open up.
Yeah, it's all about location, right? Whenever you're selling your products. And of course, I also want to find out from you, what is your advice to young entrepreneurs who want to either start out a business or continue the family business?
For me, it's all about finding meaning and purpose in what you're doing. What would really get you up in the morning? Me, since I work with a lot of NGOs and communities, and I see so much potential with our products, with the resources, with labor. We have so much of that. So, I mean, that's something that really makes me excited to expand the business, because I know that we're able to enable a lot of people to live better lives because of the opportunities that get to open up. So for other people, if they find something that means so much to them, the way it means so much to me, then it's really gonna kind of bring everything together. It's not like work and it is something that gives me meaning. For me, I got to put it together, and it really inspires me so much every day.
That's great, no? That you have so many plans for Greenstone Pharmaceutical in the Year of the Water Rabbit, but also for your advocacies, right?
Yes.
To help other people, to give back to the community.
Yes. And like being in business enables you to do it in a very sustainable way. So there's no trouble of like donors fatigue and stuff like that, and it being so expensive to do and unsustainable. Doing it, integrating it into a business makes it just natural and sustainable. So
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Melissa, for all your advice and for your tips for young entrepreneurs, and for joining us right here on The Exchange.
my pleasure. Thank you so much, Rico.
Melissa Yung Yap from Greenstone Pharmaceutical.
Thank you.
And this is a special Chinese New Year edition of The Exchange, where we make sense of the facts and the figures and the ups and downs of the business cycle, because your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. Thanks for watching CNN Philippines. News you can use, news you can trust.